Hi folks, welcome to another segment of an unscripted moment. I'm in the cabin in Vermont for the final time. I just made a video, I'm just getting rid of it. I want to, talk about something. I was listening to the radio on the way up here. Now I try not to get political as much as I can, right? I don't want to do that, and that's not really what my channel's about. Although I do sometimes because politics is part of life, and so sometimes it intersects with us, and whether we want to or not, it's just the way it is. So I heard something on the radio on the way up. So okay, so you got these people, these the signs, Trump is not my president, and they're rallying in the streets and they're doing all kinds of things, right? And they couldn't accept the outcome of the election, and they're having a real hard time. These, adult children, I guess technically they're adults because, that's what it says in their driver's license. But, up here they're children. But, and I want to try to keep this positive. I don't want to, start attacking people, right? Individuals. But, yeah, Trump's not my president, whatever, I want to rally, I want to try to, do whatever I can to get these recounts going. I want to, I'm still not ready to give up the fact that Hillary didn't get elected and whatever, so you could do that, because you live in this country and you're free. It's a free country, right? So you can do that if you want to. Does it kind of make you a fool? Maybe a little bit. That's just my opinion, right? But you have the right. You certainly have the right to pick up a sign that says Trump's not my president, or post it on Facebook, or make a video about it, or whatever, and go out into the street and march. You do. You have that right because you live in a free country. And so then, the next level of people, okay, I'm going to just say these three groups of people. So, not that they're levels, but the next category is the people that, if Trump gets elected, I'm moving out of this country. Okay. Really? You are? Okay. Now, you're a bigger fool because maybe you actually thought people were going to believe that. Maybe you actually believed you were going to do it. I don't think anybody that said that actually moved out of the country, did they? I know a lot of people that said that. They're all still here. So, could there be some of them that moved out? Yeah, there could be. I just don't know about it. I suppose probably, there is. And you know what? I respect those people. They had conviction. They couldn't live with the choice the country made. And so they packed their stuff and they got on a plane and they left. Do I think that's smart? Do I think that's wise? No, but you know what? You got to respect that person, right? So that's the second category, kind of. But again, the Irish have a saying, better people think you a fool than open your mouth and remove all doubt. Because if you threaten to leave because you didn't get your way, and then you don't leave, so you're either a fool because you thought people were going to believe you were leaving, or you're a fool because you made empty threats and you didn't, or whatever. It's that's the person that, they play Monopoly, and when it doesn't go their way, they flip the board over, all the pieces go over. I'm going home. It's all right, well, whatever. So, again, you have the right to do that. So they did. So these people threatened to leave the country. I don't think any of them did. And then you got these actors and these, Hollywood people. They're going to boycott. They're going to shut down Hollywood. Okay, well, see, for me personally, that doesn't really hurt me because I don't have cable. I don't really watch too much mainstream stuff anyway, so Hollywood shut down for 4 years, 8 years, whatever, probably wouldn't affect me. And I probably wouldn't even care, really. But again, these people have multi-million-dollar careers. They're going to give them up just because their candidate of choice didn't get elected. I don't really see it happening. But if it does, I won't care. And if somebody walks away from a multi-million-dollar career because of their convictions of who got elected, I think kind of they're a fool. But then on the other hand, you know what? I have respect for them in a way because, they had the convictions, they made the statement, they followed through, and they did it. So kudos to them. Again, if they in fact exist. Now, the third group is the group that I got a problem with, and that's what I heard on the way up here on the radio. There's these congressmen, and maybe senators too, I'm not sure. I know a group of congressmen that, because of their utter disdain for Trump, they're going to boycott the inauguration. Right? Like, come on, grow up. Pull up your, put on your big boy pants. First of all, if you're an elected official and you're going to boycott the inauguration, you're basically setting the tone that you're going to enter this administration and you're going to do everything in your power to make it tough on this guy, to not cooperate with him. And that's just your first public show or your public declaration that you don't support him. That's ridiculous. You should support him. He's the president. It doesn't matter if you like him or not. Do I like Trump? Not really. Is he obnoxious and arrogant and a bit of a blowhard? I think he is. My choice early on was Ben Carson. I didn't hate Mike Huckabee or Ted Cruz either, Guess what? I gotta suck it up too because my candidate didn't come through. So, does that mean Trump's not my president? Oh, he's my president because I remain a United States citizen. So he will be my president in 4 days, whether I like it or not. Now, I'm not too upset about it because it came down to a choice between him or Hillary. So it's kind of a no-brainer. I was more upset when the candidates I liked were kind of dropped out or forced out of an earlier part of the process. I was more upset about that. I was more upset that, as a nation, we put forth a choice that included Hillary Clinton or Donald Trump. Where did that come from? But whatever, I don't want to go down that road either. So we got Trump, So these congressmen, they're boycotting the inauguration. You need to write a letter of recommendation and a letter of resignation and step aside. Let somebody who wants to do the job come in and take your place. Because that's ridiculous. Because if you're going into this thing saying you're going to make life as hard as you can on this guy, then you're setting him up because you want him to fail, because he's not the candidate you chose or you don't like him for some reason. That's wrong. That's wrong. And that doesn't do anybody any good. Now, I'm not a Republican, I'm not a Democrat. I'm kind of independent, I guess. I've voted for Democrats in the past. I voted for Republicans in the past. It all depends on who I like. If I was forced into one of the two groups, it would probably be Republican because most of my ideologies and most of my views and my values are conservative, so I probably would lean into that camp if I had to pick one. But I don't want to put a label on that, because does that mean if a Democratic candidate comes along that I like, that I won't vote for him? And I think we're seeing more bipartisanship, in the recent elections, and hopefully maybe the country's going that way in a whole. The two-party system is flawed, so maybe that'll get changed, whatever, I don't know, but do I like Trump? No, not really. But you know what? He's my president. He's our president. He's the president of this country. He deserves our respect. He deserves our support. Same way I respected and supported Obama. I didn't care for Obama. I didn't vote for Obama twice. Maybe think that he was one of the worst presidents. I don't know. I've heard people say that. I don't know really how you figure that, how you judge that. And but whatever. He's who he is. So I didn't care too much for him. But I didn't rally in the streets against him. I didn't, you see some things on Facebook where people make videos and there's cartoons or memes. They're pretty rude and crude, right, with Obama. And I wouldn't do that, I don't share those things or post those things. Because no matter what I think about him personally, or no matter what I think about him politically, the office he holds still deserves my respect. And that office still deserves your respect too. If you in fact choose to remain a citizen of this country. And so the people that threaten to leave and are packing, then this video isn't for them because they made their choice, and I could respect them, like I said. But these congressmen, they're boycotting the inauguration. Shame on them. Grow up. That's ridiculous. I can't, that's just totally ridiculous. But it's like, it's like the guy that you're playing Monopoly with and doesn't go his way, he flips the board over, all the pieces go flying everywhere, and he storms off and goes home. Or like a 3-year-old that, does a temper tantrums, they didn't get their way, and they're gonna go sit in a corner. Like Hollywood, they're gonna boycott. There's gonna be no more movie or TV industry. Well, whatever. First of all, I'm quite sure that's not gonna happen. But again, to the person who's gonna walk away from a multi-million-dollar career because of his convictions, good for you. Good for you. And so you gotta respect that person, I guess, too. If in fact they exist, which we'll see, right? But anyway, that's it. 4 days, we're gonna have a new president. If you're happy about it, great. You know what? On the other side of the coin too. If you're happy about it, be happy about it. But you don't gotta rub it in, right? You don't gotta like hammer it over and over on Facebook. Let's try to come together. Let's try to put this country back together. A good start would be, you could be a sore loser because Hillary didn't win. You could be a sore winner too because Trump won. And, maybe you like Trump and so that's okay, right? You don't have to flaunt it. You don't have to stick everybody's nose in it. Let's try to work together. But I think it's every citizen's duty to respect and support this man. If not the man, the office at least, right? Again, he's the president, like it or not. So, let's try to move forward together. If you hate him that much, then 4 years, goes by like nothing, right? You'll get to make another choice. And if you're right, and he's this evil monster, maybe the rest of the world, country will see it too, and so maybe all the problems will be over for us. I think he's going to stir things up. I don't think he's going to be a terrible thing for this country. I really don't. I think we kind of need somebody like that right now. Somebody that's kind of an outsider. Somebody that's not like a part of the political machine or the old boys club, right? Is he going to wave his magic wand and fix all our problems? No, I doubt that. But he deserves a chance. He definitely deserves a chance. And again, we got to move forward. We got to try to fix this country. We got to do it together. We got to support this guy, like him or not. People are just focusing on all the, did you see, he made these rude comments to women, or he did this, and then that's wrong. That is wrong, to do that. Each and every one of us, I look at me, right? The person I am today, if they look back in my history, since the day I was born, and they can uncover the worst thing I've ever said or done, and they judge me today because of that, how am I going to fare? How am I going to hold up in that scrutiny? Not very good. How about you? How about you? They look back and find the worst thing you ever said or did in your life. And how you want to hold up in today's scrutiny. Fortunately for us, we're not running for president, right? So that will probably be the case. But Donald Trump said some stupid things. Terrible, nasty things, maybe. Not maybe. If it's true, then they are terrible, nasty things. Does that define who he is today? And we all deserve a chance, He was young at one time, and he's arrogant. He's used to getting his own way. He's got a lot of money, runs his mouth a little bit. Like I said, he's kind of like a blowhard a little bit. Is that the best quality for president? Not really. But then there's all the other stuff. There's he's just gonna plow forward, and he's pointing people. He's swimming against the tide. Let's just say that. I think that's good. I think we need that. I think this country needs that right now. So I don't think he's going to be the worst thing. That's my own personal opinion. And so, take it for what it is. But thanks for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. God bless you.